Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your channel for everything VR related. Normally today would be the weekly VR news where I keep you up to date on everything going on in the industry, but we've moved things around due to the holidays, and instead I have a list of brand new free games for you. Now if you just got your first ever VR headset for the holidays and you're looking for free games to play, this video isn't ideal for you, and I recommend my 30 plus free VR games, which has everything categorized and ranked for you. Now if you're a VR gamer who's constantly looking for something new, we have 9 titles to go over today, all of which recently became free to play. Now there are of course links and timestamps to everything we'll be discussing if you want to skip ahead, but before we jump in, this video is brought to you by Resolution Games. I have the perfect New Year's resolution to all the VR gamers out there, and that's go ahead and play more games. From casual to competitive, social to single player, Resolution Games has you covered. Duel your enemies in BlastOn, get the high score in Ultimechs, chill out and catch some fish, launch some Angry Birds, get social with your friends in some casual gameplay, or embark on an epic journey. Whatever your style of gameplay is, Resolution Games absolutely has you covered. And you can check out more of their amazing titles from the link down in the description. Okay, so if you're looking for some casual fun, the fishing title Bait has been around since 2016, but it just recently received a full multiplayer mode. So pull out a lawn chair, cast your line, and strike up a nice conversation with your friends. If you're more on the competitive side, you could compete in tournaments, or if you just want to hang out, you could spend some time in their new Tinyverse, the Caster's Cove. Here you could do more than just fishing, and it's all about having a good time. Now if you prefer some more action or competition, the 1v1 dueling title BlastOn just went free to play. Unlock a huge array of weapons over time, modify them with some unique attachments, customize your character with unique skins, and then battle your way to the top. Not only are your weapon choices and how you utilize them very strategic in this title, but you also need to make sure that you never stop moving. BlastOn has become a growing esport. They've also introduced AR pass-through modes, which put a whole new spin on this title, and there's also a spectator mode and Tinyverse arcade style hangout if you're less into competition and want some more casual fun. Sticking with a similar trend, we have the 1v1 or 2v2 competitive sports title Ultimechs. This is robots meets Rocket League in some fast-paced competition. You're battling it out with rocket punches that can either be used to knock the ball into the goal or to beat up your opponent. Each mech has its own special ability, like an ultra-powered insta-kill rocket punch, and there's both competitive and more casual arcade modes. They've also recently introduced the Ulti Pass, which has a large array of custom cosmetics, allowing you to compete in style. But maybe you prefer some PvP, paintball style action. Spatial Ops is the first attempt at a full AR title from Resolution Games, and you can pick it up for free from Sidequest right now. This game will fill up your physical space with virtual barriers, randomly scatter weapon pickups, and alter the appearance of everyone in game. Utilizing room scale locomotion gives this shooter a much different feel than what you're used to from VR. It basically turns into a futuristic version of paintball without the pain every time you get hit. Now if full room scale locomotion or AR isn't for you and you prefer a bit more freedom, well then you have to check out Hyperdash. Hyperdash is one of my favorite VR shooters, and it's about to go free to play. Now as of preparing this video, it wasn't free to play just yet, but I did film this way before you're actually seeing it, so that could have changed by now. If not, Hyperdash will be free to play by the end of this month, and those of you who have already purchased it will get your purchase price refunded in in-game credits. Now Hyperdash is a 5v5 arena shooter style title with multiple game modes including payload, domination, control point, team deathmatch, capture the flag, elimination, and ball. You could also turn on mutators to spice things up, and the movement system in this title is absolutely fantastic, allowing you to sprint, perform multiple little teleportation hops, or even rail glide. As an arena shooter, the action is fast paced and never lets up. But if you prefer a shooter with a little bit more strategy, you could check out Breachers, which is similar to Rainbow Six Siege. This 5v5 tactical shooter has you customizing your loadout, using an array of different tools to help either breach a location or defend it, and this combination of tactical shooter and specialized tools makes for some fantastic combat. The tension's high, every decision you make matters, and it's a nice change of pace from other VR shooters. Speaking of change of pace, Joyway has given us Red Flowers to check out. It's currently in open beta and featuring some insane parkour and sword slashing action. You'll jump from rooftop to rooftop, utilize a grappling hook, deflect bullets with your sword, and then slice your enemies into pieces. In its current beta state, there's only one available realm with multiple different levels and only regular enemies to face off against. The developers are planning to create multiple realms, all connected by core gameplay mechanics and a story narrative, and each realm will contain an interactive city map, a unique boss to battle, 20 platforming levels with side quest puzzles, and a wide range of challenges, And knowing developers Joyway, it'll be 2025 before we see all of this implemented. Okay, I'm just throwing a little shade here, but I am really interested in seeing development on this title proceed. And Joyway is also working on a competitive multiplayer title called Stack. This aerial-based competitive shooter has you throwing the frisbee of death at one another, and the open beta currently features 3 maps with up to 6 players in team deathmatch. And you could also create private lobbies with up to 10 of your friends. Now, the future playing content includes 9 maps, 1v1 duels or battles up to 5v5, and also deathmatch, capture the flag, and control point game modes. They were also planning to include customizable avatars, unlockable cosmetics, season passes, and tournaments with a cash prize pool. Overall, it's looking pretty good right now, and I can't wait to see how this title progresses. Okay, so this video is not done just yet. I have a few more things to talk about, and a free-to-play title that you should keep your eye out for in 2023. But that was all of the free-to-play VR games that recently released. Now, if I missed the game or you just have some questions, please let me know what it is down in the comments. And again, if you're looking for a much bigger list of free-to-play VR games, I have a link to my video down in the description, which has over 30 of the best free VR games. Now, the upcoming title that I recommend you keep your eye out for in 2023 is Divine Duel. Divine Duel is like a mix between BlastOn and a MOBA title. You'll be selecting your very own unique celestial character to duel with. There's over 40 different weapons, spells, and creatures to summon. You can modify your loadout to create the best combination of weapons. Your character will level up and improve their fighting potential. There's multiple different game modes, and it's another one of those titles that if you stand still, you die. I'm definitely intrigued to check out this title because it looks a lot like a fantasy-themed version of BlastOn, which wouldn't be a bad thing. And finally, I want to mention the Population 1 Sandbox mode, which is a major new free update for Population 1. Now, while the game itself isn't free, I felt it was worth mentioning here because as we move into 2023, there is going to be a ton of player-made content available for this game, and it's just definitely worth checking out. And continuing to stretch out that term free game, we have a community-made mod for Half-Life Alyx called Half-Life Levitation. Now, obviously, it's only free if you own Half-Life Alyx, but if you do, you have to check this out because it honestly feels like a full game expansion. More Half-Life Alyx is absolutely fantastic, and the level design here is top-notch and hard to distinguish from Valve's official game. More firefights with a combine, creepy head crab action, and the storyline takes place immediately after the official game and has you investigating a mysterious levitating building. So if you own Half-Life Alyx, definitely go ahead and check this one out. Okay, everybody, that was today's title of new free VR games. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear some feedback down in the comments. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you guys on next time.